Champions League night is waiting for you at our home against Manchester City. How does that sound?
Goosebumps, really exciting. I think against opponent like City.
Why does everyone want to sign up the wonder kid Xavi Simons? What's interesting is we could find answers all over Reddit and the internet. He was getting all the hype until he decided to prove everyone wrong, and FC Barcelona seems to have understood the assignment. They now want the La Masia prodigal son, Xavi Simons. It all started with Xavi's social media presence. He got all the hype he needed from the age of 13, and it was no joke. And if we really have to point out, yeah, his curly hair and face also helped too. But enough of the charms, the schoolboy really pushed it forward with his skills as well. He's both liked and hated. Some pray for his coming, while others wish he would never return to Camp Nou. And this summer, he will do everything he can to return home and continue to tease PSG. With Simons on the roster, we might be in for some great times in Barcelona. You may be wondering how this comeback could happen. The only alternative is a one-season loan. PSG has contacted his camp to confirm that they have no intention of selling him on a permanent basis this summer. If the player does not wish to return, a loan move remains the most likely option. Xavi will have a say in whichever team he joins on loan. If there is a person we can trust in transfer matters 100%, it's Fabrizio Romano. Simons expectedly chose Barcelona and Bayern Munich, not Arsenal. No other top club wants to loan the young star. For a fair set of reasons, he isn't interested in returning to Paris Saint-Germain this pre-season. Also, he does not expect to play much despite Kylian Mbappe's departure to Real Madrid. This is due to the Parisian significant transfer activity, which aims to improve their left attacking wing. Ivica Kvaratskhelia, Luis Diaz and Marcus Rashford are among the transfer targets. After failing to crack PSG's main squad and seeing most of his playing time on loan at PSV and RB Leipzig, Simons seems determined to leave the club. However, PSG head coach and former Barcelona manager Luis Enrique is more than excited to meet Simons in pre-season training camp. This isn't just about moving on with the game for Simons, it's his childhood dream to be a part of the Barcelona family, to inspire and become what he always wanted to be. The man has wanted to make his Camp Nou debut since he was 7 years old, when he joined the club's academy, and his dream is finally within reach. Now, why could Xavi's loan be the perfect deal for Barcelona? Simons would be the cherry on top for the Barcelona squad for a variety of reasons. First, there's the economic reason. You see, under the rules of his deal with PSG, the Dutchman can choose which club he wants to join for free, but then Barca will just have to pay his wage, which is €1,560,000. And this is a reasonable amount even for the crisis-hit Blaugrana. Barcelona will save a lot of money in the transfer market by registering Simons' loan. Meanwhile, it's still unclear whether the club will be able to meet La Liga's requirements for compliance with FFP laws. Second, there are gameplay factors. Simons will undoubtedly make an excellent tactical addition. Yeah, it's all thanks to his amazing adaptability. Except for the defensive midfielder option, he could play anywhere up front or in midfield. However, the main reason for signing a season-long contract will be the Dutchman's ability to turn the troublesome left-winger position into a pain for all opponents. Simons can play as both a traditional and fake left-winger. His statistics are otherworldly to say the least. In 90 games for PSV and RB Leipzig over the last 2 seasons, he scored 31 goals and assisted 27 times. Quite impressive, isn't it? If we take the average statistic, Barca can expect 15 goals and 13 assists every season from its graduates, which are decent numbers, but nowhere near Rafinha's. And don't forget that Simons is a La Masia product and a former academy standout, which means he carries Barca DNA in his blood. Third, there is an emotional explanation. Simons has always wanted to represent Barcelona. The La Masia graduate was said to have cried all week after departing, and his camp has previously insisted that the move was not a question of money. Simons has insisted he will one day reveal exactly why he decided to leave Barcelona to move to PSG.
The big deal, and now it's the big part. So yeah, just enjoy it like always and be yourself. I think that's the most important.
Now we're back at home, as I said, at our Red Bull Arena. We're having 3 home games in 1 week.
Back in 2019, Barca lost several of its top players due to coaches and club executive skepticism of the young academy stars. Now that this component is completely under control, Simons believes he will eventually get playing time at his ideal club. Simons' former La Masia colleagues are currently on the main roster, as he played in the same age group as Gavi, Balde and Fermin Lopez. As a result, no adaptation issues should arise. Rumours surround and sources say that the addition of Xavi Simons to Barcelona might have a cultural impact on the club similar to Jude Bellingham of Real Madrid. Consider what Jude accomplishes, both physically and mentally. That is the level they hope to achieve with this signing. He's probably an instant left-wing upgrade, a one-man army. Can Xavi Simons' familiarity with La Masia give him an edge in adapting to the team? Simons' comeback should be viewed as unfinished business. The Dutchman perfectly fits the Barcelona player profile, technical, intelligent and explosive. If there is any impact from PSG, PSV and RB Leipzig football on Simons, it is minor. Simons acquired the fundamentals of football science at Barcelona. Thus, this can only be viewed as a return to his roots. Most fans saw his move from the Spanish giants to PSG in the summer of 2019 as a betrayal. Many debates at the time centered on Simons' status as nothing more than a marketing product with questionable football skills. His initial years in the Parisian youth system showed the pundits were perhaps correct, but once the Dutchman gained the faith of the coaches, he shone brightly. If Simons does make a homecoming, he will have to face his critics and fans who cannot forgive his departure to the camp of their European rivals. The same die-hard fans believed Simons chose the PSG project only for financial reasons. However, the footballer's entourage recently expressed a different viewpoint in a piece published in Le Parisien. A scout close to the footballer's entourage explained Simons' departure, citing a sporting rather than economic reason. It wasn't about money. His entourage sensed he was reaching his limits and considered joining another sporting enterprise. Simons was intent on developing every day, but Barca did not promise him that if things went well, he would make his first team debut before the age of 18. The person who suffered the most was Simons. At the time, it was commonly considered in Barcelona that Simons was not the extraordinary talent he claimed to be, as if public relations was doing all the work for him. Sources say that the club offered him a renewal without giving much importance to his wages. At that time, there was an open debate about his future, with some coaches seeing him as a first-team player, while others thought that there were players with a similar level who had less marketing around them. Maybe they were right. Despite the hype, his time at PSG was not up to the standards of a Masia graduate. He struggled to make a consistent impact on the senior team. Nonetheless, Simons has always spoken favourably of his time at Barcelona and expressed a desire to return. I'm grateful to Barcelona for everything it gave me, and of course I would like to come back to this wonderful city one day and play for Barca. By the way, Simons frequently visits Barcelona whenever he has the opportunity because his family lives there. Simons also communicates with his La Masia friends and has a particularly close relationship with Balde. Barcelona, his dream club, was where Simons spent his childhood. He joined their youth academy in 2010 after starting out at Club Deportivo Tader in Alicante. Simons quickly became a star player in Barcelona's youth system, even catching the eye of Chelsea in England when he was young. Nicknamed a prodigy, he joined agent Mino Raiola's group of athletes in 2017.
Yeah, really disappointed. I think we wanted to reach the final, but yeah, you have a great opponent like England and in front of you. So yeah, they won, and congrats to them.
Simons even had his views on the legends who played for the club. Messi is the best, but in my eyes, Neymar has been my idol since I was young, he says. Okay, Simons needs to return so we can see him play under the new coach Hansi Flick, the man who is known for humiliating Barca 8-2 in the Champions League when he was coach at Bayern Munich. Wait, there is more cool information. Xavi Simons' father so adored Barcelona's ex-coach Xavi Hernandez that he named his son Xavi after him. This loan might be one of the most exciting storylines of the upcoming football season, as we all want to see Xavi Simons in a Blaugrana shirt again. Nonetheless, the footballer wants it the most. That's all, guys. Don't you want to see this epic comeback? Do let us know your views and subscribe to our channel for more information.